Britain confirmed that it was going to send 14 Challenger 2 tanks and other hardware, including hundreds more armored vehicles and advanced air defense missiles. Britain would be the first Western country to supply the heavy tanks Kyiv has been calling for. The UK will also begin training Ukrainian forces to use the tanks and guns in the coming days. Downing Street said the move shows the UK's ambition to intensify support. UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak said the Challengers, the British Army's main battle tank, would help Kyiv's forces push Russian troops back. President Zelensky has thanked the UK, saying that the decision to send the tanks will not only strengthen us on the battlefield, but also send the right signal to other partners. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why British Challenger 2 main battle tanks are that big of a deal. Let's get into the details. This video is sponsored by NordVPN. Get an exclusive NordVPN deal by going to nordvpn.com/defense or clicking the link in the description. Use the code DEFENSE at the checkout to get an extra month free for the 2-year plan. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. Here are 16 facts about Challenger 2. 1. Challenger 2 is an extensive redesign of Challenger 1. Although the hull and automotive components seem similar, they are of a newer design than the Challenger 1, and only around 3% of components are interchangeable. 2. After a production delay, the tank entered service with the British Army in 1998, with the last delivered in 2002. 3. The tank cost the taxpayer £4.2 million per unit. 4. It has a base weight of 62.5 tons, but can go up to 75 tons with add-on armor modules. 5. It's operated by a crew of 4: commander, gunner, loader operator, and driver. 6. The Challenger 2 is powered by a Perkins CV-12 TCA turbocharged diesel engine, similar to that on the Challenger 1. This engine develops 1,200 horsepower. Though comparable, Western MBTs, the M1A2 Abrams and Leopard 2A5, have more powerful engines, developing 1,500 horsepower. 7. The tank has a 550-kilometer, 340-mile range and a maximum road speed of 59 kilometers per hour, or 37 miles per hour. 8. The Challenger 2 is a heavily armored tank. The turret and hull are protected by second-generation Chobham armor, also known as Dorchester, the details of which are classified, but which is said to have a mass efficiency more than twice that of rolled homogeneous armor against high-explosive anti-tank projectiles. 9. Explosive reactive armor kits and additional bar armor may be fitted as necessary. When fully equipped, it's considered to be one of the most well-protected tanks in the world. 10. The nuclear, biological, and chemical (NBC) protection system is located in the turret bustle. The tank's shape is designed to minimize its radar signature. 11. On each side of the turret are 5 L8 smoke grenade dischargers. The Challenger 2 can create smoke by injecting diesel fuel into the exhaust manifolds. 12. The Challenger 2 is equipped with a 120mm, 4.7-inch, 55 caliber long L30A1 tank gun, the successor of the L11 gun used on the Chieftain and Challenger 1. Uniquely among NATO main battle tank guns, the L30A1 is rifled because the British Army continues to place a premium on the use of high-explosive squash head (HESH) rounds, in addition to armor-piercing, fin-stabilized, discarding sabot rounds. So this tank cannot use standard NATO shells that use smoothbore guns. 50 rounds are stored. 13. Effective range of fire with armor-piercing rounds is over 3,000 meters. The Challenger gun claims the longest distance tank kill in history. During the Gulf War, it defeated an Iraqi tank at a range of 4 kilometers or 2.5 miles. 14. The Challenger 2 is also armed with L-94A1 EX-34 7.62mm chain gun and 7.62mm L-37A2 GPMG machine gun. 4,200 rounds are carried. 15. The tank is fitted with an Xtel Systems Weddell Auxiliary Power Unit, an APU, also referred to as a Generating Unit Engine, GUE, based around 38 kilowatt Perkins P404C 22 diesel engine. It has a 600 amp electrical output, which can be used to power the vehicle's electrical systems when it's stationary and the main engine is switched off. 16. To date, the only time a tank has been destroyed during operations was by another Challenger 2 in a friendly fire, blue-on-blue incident in Basra in 2003, when the destroyed tank had its hatch open at the time of the incident. The announcement comes as Alexei Danilov, Secretary of Ukraine's Security Council, also mentioned the need for an acceleration in weapons supplies because the government expected Russia to attempt to make a so-called final push. Built in the late 1990s, the Challenger tank is more than 20 years old, but it will be the most modern tank at Ukraine's disposal. The tank will provide Ukraine with better protection and more accurate firepower. While the donation alone is not considered a game-changer, it's hoped that the UK's move will inspire other countries to donate more heavy weapons to help Ukraine. The BBC quoted a memo to troops by General Sir Patrick Sanders as saying that while Kyiv would put these items to good use, it would leave the British Army temporarily weaker. Sanders told his forces that Russia's defeat in Ukraine makes us safer, but added that it's vital the Army's warfighting capability was restored at pace. It remains to be seen how Challenger 2 performs and if the UK sends more Challengers to add to the initial package.
Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.